It's the next day. As you must suspect, we're not at home. I gotta get these 4 spindle bolts right here in the back, and unfortunately for me to get those, I gotta take out this entire brake caliper. If you didn't know, I'm at the Junkyard, which is something I recommend you guys doing because you guys can get the entire swap at the same place. I bought my whole swap online from a guy that had just a parted out car, but I had to come here anyway to get some shit. Alright, just so we know how it's supposed to look on my car. Mounted on top. There's a bolt right there I'm gonna take out. So it's 2 14mm bolts that hold the caliper bracket onto the rear trailing arm, so let's go get that. Alright, after a lot of banging, a lot of bitching around, finally got this shit out. I had to just take off the hub. I don't have a screwdriver to take off the rotor. I just took off the hub. I recommend doing that. Just take off the hub. It's a 32mm, same as the CRX, and this whole assembly will come off. Just take off the e-brake cable. These 2 14mm, which are connected here. Take that off. After that, just literally hit it with the hammer, and it just came off from the rotor. So now I'm gonna take off. What is it? Yeah, I need these. So I need 1, 2, 3, 4. So I'm gonna take off these dust shields. These are 10s. So I'm gonna take off this dust shield. Yeah, and then I'm gonna take off these spindle nuts. This is exactly what we need. All right, so we made it to another Integra. Looks like this is an 86, and it still has rear calipers. Had to do that because the other person on the other Integra stripped everything, and it was just taking me way too long to take that apart. Saw that there was another car here, came here, super easy. So I'm actually gonna time myself and see how fast I can take this shit apart, because I've probably taken this shit apart off of like 7 Integras now. So let's go. All right, so instead of doing time lapse, I did slow-mo like an idiot. So we didn't get any of that footage, but I got it done in like 18 minutes. But as I was pulling off this bracket, a black widow almost bit my ass. It was huge, bro. I really need to see where this shit is because it really scared the fuck out of me. So we're going to have to take off both of these, I guess like there's bushings in there, but I don't know what this is called, like a reinforcement. Take this off, and then take off these 4 14s in the back, and then after that this whole thing will just pop out, and then I'm able to just slide off the hub and rotate it like I did before, and then just bang out the studs like I need. Let's bang this motherfucker out. Alright, cool. Alright, so now we're just gonna get these, these 4 bolts right there. 1, 2, 3, 4. Alright, so we pulled out these spindle studs, but I'm pretty fucking hungry, so I'm at my favorite place to eat. Ooh, I'm excited. This is super funny. If you guys ever wonder what it's like to like live in the Mexican hood, Christmas Eve is what, a couple days from now, and we have a Mexican store, very well known. We got a line, look, just for the masa. People like them tamales. You guys, first order of business, gotta take out, what is that? These spindle studs. There it is. Duh. Take out these spindle studs and sparkle them over with the ones I just got. Funny enough, I didn't think they were gonna be like longer. On the forums they say they're longer, but look, that's the Integra one. not sponsored by Vitamin Water. This is the CRX one. They're literally bigger by a little bit, but apparently that's enough for the caliper to actually bolt on. So I guess we got calipers now. I went ahead and removed them already, and now I'm gonna go ahead and install these. This is weird, but the longer ones, which is this one, yeah, these. So these four. Where's the other one? Is it this one? Is that one it? Nope, that one's not it. This one. Okay, I gotta take these out because I'm getting mixed up. Okay. So these four are actually for the right passenger side, and then these longer ones are for the driver's side. So when you guys pull out your studs from the Integra, just know that's where these go. So right now, this spindle that I have here, or this hub, is from the passenger side. So I'm going to install these right here. And remember that I mean, you can spin this around. See, like you can spin this around and orient it. But the bottom left corner, the one facing the rear of the car, is going to be this long one.
1 hour later.
We're back. So I'll explain when I get back to the house, but as I was banging in these fucking studs, the bearing broke. So all the the balls inside the bearing and the grease, everything was out. So I could go buy a new bearing and find somewhere to press it in for me, or I could just come back to the junkyard and pick out the one that I already took off. Let's find it. What I need. Ain't that some shit? Whew. Actually pretty happy with that. Shit cost me 10 bucks. So after figuring out which one I actually took off, like I said, it actually ended up being this one. I'm kind of pissed off now because I could have just taken out the hub and not had to bang out the studs, and consequently, you know what I mean? Yeah, so next time I would think just get the spindles. Just honestly, I think I've heard just buy the entire rear trailing arms of the Integra. I think that's the best way to do it. But we got what we needed, so let's go fucking try and get this done before it gets even darker. All I wanted was some coffee, but I got a car show instead. Look at that shit, guys. All I wanted was some coffee. Or in the word of Jim Jeffries, all I wanted was some coke.
A few moments later.
Super funny. So the original, where is this monstrosity? Is it this one? So I thought these were the studs for the passenger side, but these are actually the studs for the driver's side, because this longer one has to go right there because it goes right behind the panhard rod. So, all right, this is the damage. Yep, just motherfuckers just popped out. Here's a new one. Should fit right up on this side. Should go boom right there like that. boom, should be like that. So let me put these studs on. I'm gonna go put it on the vise to make sure I don't fuck up the bearing again. Just a casual long day to put out a good video, or a video for how to do this brake swap. We're gonna get it done though, guys. I kid you not. And then in the end, I'm gonna make it a lot more organized and let you guys know exactly what you really need. This is just my process, and that process that you guys might actually go through, because there's a bunch of tutorials, you know, on the web, but no like video tutorial. So I hope this is helping you guys. I'm gonna go put these on the vise and put these studs in. Way of me back, I kind of pulled this up just to kind of clearance, but there's no real way for me to get back here and bang it. I can with this one, but not with this one. It's all the way back here, or with this one. So I'm just gonna drop my coil and move it out the way, and then I can probably get more clearance here with the hammer. Yeah, it's a 17 mil, so I'm just gonna go and get that. All right, so I really feel like an engineer now. I dropped this coil over, or coil, whatever, and then I had my thing jacked up to my panhard rod, and I just dropped it a little bit, and look, it dropped down, and now look, I have all the clearance I fucking want. Got these studs hidden by a stud. Just thought I'd document this. So I had a stripped like lug, or sorry, I keep saying that, spindle stud, and I just couldn't get this fucking bolt on, so I just took it out completely because I wanted to show you guys how to put on the studs without even having to bang it in.
Giggity, giggity, giggity.
But I needed to get the fucking thing screwed on first, so just brought it back here and I grinded it real quick, and now it's, you know, gonna be able to go in, at least for now. But I made sure not to take off too much because I know these are at least like a quarter of an inch bigger than the CRX. I'll show you guys right now, and I only took off probably like 1/1000th of an inch, so not much. We're gonna go back and get this thing done. All right, so I put this spindle stud back on, and you can see it's still loose, so all you gotta do is feed it through, and it's loosening it, and tighten it. Bang it a little bit in. All right, that's in there, just enough to where I can tighten this, and once it gets to the bracket, it'll start pulling the back, and there's a way to see. Got this one tightened up, and as you can see, it's flush back there. So now I'm just gonna do the same for all the other ones. See, this one's kind of still, where's it at? You can see it somewhere right there. That one's still kind of sticking out a little bit. So I'm just gonna do the rest. After trying to put the caliper on for I don't know how long, and changing brackets and, you know, orientation, you know, not knowing whether this is supposed to be like that or more this way, after confirming and reconfirming, I need to fucking chop this off. So I'm just gonna grind it off. I'm not sure if you have to, but
I don't know, I just woke up from a little nap. It's a little dark, but you guys silly? I'm still gonna send it.
all right, so now I've already gone ahead and started grinding it off, and I'm gonna continue doing it. Put this pizza box here just because the fuel tank is there, and I'm really scared that it's gonna blow up in front of me. So let's go. And then another thing I just figured out, this is hilarious. On the forums, it's so straightforward, so fucking easy, but in practice, it's the most difficult thing in the world. The caliper bolt, this one was gonna go fine through, okay? That one is connected to the caliper, boom, goes like that, okay? There's threads right there. Okay, so this bolt can go in easily because there's nothing there, but this one, look, I had to pull off these out again to be able to put it in, so that's easy. I had my electric torque wrench, so I don't even care, so I just put it back now in like that. But I'm actually excited to see how this looks with the caliper on. Step 2, put this dust shield on. Take this off real quick, but I only put 2 of the bolts just because it's not really like anything structural, and it stays there. Just a shield. Don't grill me about it. Oh, grill me about that. All right, so I'm moving over to this side because the other side's done. But I thought I'd just show you something. So here I'm putting in the studs. You see how that one's out, that one's already in, that other one's already in. I don't even have to bang them in. Here's how I did it, guys. For this nut. Once I have that out, this in right here. So I have them using a 14, but just something that is gonna be able to like sandwich it together, you know, and not go anywhere. So put this in. We get another ratchet, kind of space it in right there. Where I wish I had a cameraman. Basically, all I have to do is start ratcheting this up, and it's gonna literally pull this backside in. You know, those splines. That's what it's for it to kind of bind into the metal. So this is gonna push it in. You can use this, spacers, whatever you want. Washers. It's just what I'm using because it's right next to me, but I'm gonna show you the result right now. Back looks like, and boom, flush. Right, so I've gone ahead and started routing these e-brake cables. Like I said, you got to be pretty creative. They are longer, and these tabs don't all match up. So I kind of just zip tied it on here, on the bottom there. See right there, I zip tied it there, and then I'm just gonna attach this one right there, and then I'm actually gonna cross the e-brake, so the passenger side is going to be on the driver's side, and then yeah, it shouldn't matter because they're literally both being pulled at the same time. So now what I'm going to do is do what I did before, which is slide these brackets into there, and then after that, oh, actually I gotta slide these right here, these pieces into here. So I'll do that first, have it there, set it down, might clamp it down, and then just make sure this is, yep, put this down, and then get everything situated. All right, it's a little dewy out here, but actually I don't even think it's safe to work on this right now. But yeah, I'm gonna get that proportion valve. I'll start by putting some more penetrating fluid on there. Cool. And this is the new one that we need. Has a mount and everything. So, boom, next. And then after that, just gotta take up this master cylinder right there, replace it with this one off Integra. 7/8. That one is a 11/16, I believe, or something like that. But all right, here you want to use like an open end socket. What is it called? I feel myself starting to strip it. I stop. So none of these are going to be able to. Nope. Oh, I stripped it. So I think it's a little bit too cold to take these out. So I'm going to wait until the morning and then heat them up. So I'm going to show you guys tomorrow how to do that. Just get a blowtorch and heat up each one and bake. basically they're gonna come off like butter. So how about we wrap it up for today? We got these calipers on. We got one here, one on the other side, and we also got e-brake cables all connected and everything. Still gotta adjust it. There's no pressure on the line right now, so actually I kind of want to see what happens. So I'm just gonna pick up where we left off tomorrow. So wait, I'm just gonna pick up where we left off today, tomorrow. That way we have light and it's not cold, and I could actually take everything off and do everything nice. And tomorrow we'll do the whole test run and everything. But whew, man, it's been a process, but coming along. See you.
Pounds of midget, that's when I'm trapping, I'm capping, had to make my mama happy. I got Louis Gucci, now they look at me funny. They say, soldier, where you get all of this money? Them niggas hate it cause I'm hot as the sun. Soldier strapped with the automatic gun.